What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this combined video. So we're going to talk about Wally West in Legends of Tomorrow, and also we've got the third episode of our superhero history lesson, delving into the history of the greatest villain of Barry Allen's life, and that is Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash. So first of all, let's talk about Wally West in Legends of Tomorrow. So let's play the trailer for the upcoming season.
There is a war coming. History needs you to be ready. I am Malice.
Whoa. DC's Legends of Tomorrow. New episodes return Monday, February 12th on the...
So there's a lot to be happening upcoming in Legends of Tomorrow. We haven't had it for quite some time now because it is now swapping time slots with Supergirl. So Supergirl will be taking a break and Legends of Tomorrow will be returning very, very soon on the 12th of February. So we get to check in with our Legends, and I'm super excited for this. I'm glad that it's going to be on a different day, because good news for you people who watch my videos, I will be doing videos, weekly videos on Legends of Tomorrow episodes once more, because I can now have the time to do it. Thank God I can actually do it, because I love the show. I'm just gutted I couldn't cover it as much as I could have this season. But we do have this episode which is entitled Daddy Darkest. This is the return episode, and this will see the group face off against, well, Malice. Malice is finally going to be revealing himself, and it looks like Constantine is getting help from the Legends, and the next few episodes will actually be involving the man himself, John Constantine, the Hellblazer. So this is very much focusing on the kind of the possession aspect, as we found out last time when we last checked in with the Legends, that, well, there is a girl that has been possessed and she needs help from, well, the Legends, or maybe it was Sarah Lance, that kind of thing as well. So it's going to be a very creepy, spoopy episode here this time, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. But the big thing here is that Wally West is joining the Legends. Now, we did know this for quite some time. We guessed it for quite some time, and it was confirmed. Now, the show's creators have said that the reason he's joining the team is Rip Hunter. Rip Hunter will be bringing the Speedster in to help, and it's not clear exactly how or why he's bringing him in, but Rip Hunter will be the one who introduces him to the Legends of Tomorrow, and it really does fit in quite well. So having Wally West on the show does fit in very well, and he is going to be in the upcoming episode on February the 19th, entitled Here I Go Again, which is a Groundhog's Day style episode, which will have Zari having to loop her death, so she will die in some sort of terrible loop, with the Wave Rider constantly exploding, which does completely suck. And we will have Gideon again in the human form helping her in this episode, which is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Although, remember when Zari tried to hack her, the actress who plays Gideon has said that, well, that's going to bring some complications into the mix here. But this episode is where Wally West will be coming in. Now, I can't help but think maybe Rip Hunter will notice a time anomaly and then bring in Wally West to use his speedster powers, perhaps, or he'll be introduced at the start and then actually be put on ice. Yeah, probably. It's weird that they're bringing him into a Zari-centric episode, but he will be returning and be a permanent member on the show. So he will kind of go and then come back, and he'll realise that these are some cool dudes. But the problem is he's got to deal with Mick Rory and a doppelganger of Captain Cold, who, well, last time they were on The Flash, they were, well, villains of The Flash, and Wally West is going to probably be a bit weirded out. Now, considering that there are no more proper scientists on the team, well, he's going to be playing that role. And we do see him briefly in this trailer when he's touching the time computer as well. So it's not sure how much he will be playing into this, but we do have kind of bits in this that show other episodes. such as the Pirates. We've also got the Time Bureau lady back as well. She is in upcoming episodes, as we saw on Katie Lotz's Instagram. So she's making big returns here on the show, which I think is really, really cool, because I really do like that dynamic, and I kind of ship those two together. That'd be an interesting romance there, to be honest, wouldn't it? I do think, or hope, that actually happens. That would be really interesting. But Wally West is returning to The Flash, though, for one episode. I believe it's 1 or 2. In episode 15 or 16, he's going to be in this Flash reunion, where it's rumoured that the Reverse Flash is going to pop up as well. So yeah, the Reverse Flash will be returning possibly in this Speedster reunion. Not sure in what capacity or manner, but it will be around the same episode that Iris West gets her powers. So I expect she'll probably reach out to her sibling and her wider Flash Speedster family to actually get some help. But talking of the Reverse Flash, let's break into our superhero history lesson here and talk about the origins of the Reverse Flash. Now, there have been multiple origins of Eobard Thawne. There are, especially in the most recent Flash number 25, we were presented with a brand new origin for him. So let's go through and discuss. So Eobard Thawne first appeared in the Flash number 139. And this was the legendary run with John Broome and Carmine Infantino. And he appeared in the 25th century. He discovered a time capsule containing the Flash's costume. Using the kind of energy in this, the kind of energy that was left over, he was able to actually get his powers and be able to move really, really fast. Now, this was before the Speed Force was actually part of the Flash comics, but he was able to become a speedster, and he reversed the colours of the costume, and then was able to actually go back in time and become better and stronger than Barry, and then this led to an iconic battle. Now, later on, he actually ended up going back in time and fighting Barry through different periods of his life, and ended up actually killing Iris West. Now, later on, Reverse Flash was able to come back and actually kill, or try to kill, Barry's new fiancée, Fiona Webb. This led to Barry killing him, which then led to the infamous trial of the Flash. Now, in 1993, we had what we perceived to be Barry Allen return after he had died in the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline. But what actually happened was we had the Eobard Thawne make his debut back in time. He was a guy from the 25th century who was so obsessed with the Flash that he went on to have plastic surgery to make himself look like Barry Allen, and was able to get the powers of the Speedster himself, and went back in time and wanted to meet his favourite hero of all time. However, upon a visit to the Flash Museum, he actually ended up realising that he had become the greatest villain that Barry would ever have, and proceeded to go insane. This then led to Eobard Thawne actually turning up at the Flash family's houses, and in time, this was the kind of new origin for him. Now, later down the line in the Flash Rebirth, we actually had a brand new origin for pretty much both Eobard Thawne and Barry Allen. This led to what happened next, and this was the greatest trauma that Barry ever had. This was the basis for the Flash TV show. This was when his mother was killed by Eobard Thawne. This was a build-up of many different things ruining Barry's childhood, and then the final blow. And Barry tried to fix this by going back in time and stopping it, but he led to the Flashpoint storyline. Now, in the current, or the DC Rebirth storyline of the Flash 25 in the DC Rebirth numbering, we actually had a brand new version of Eobard Thawne come into fruition. So what happened is, he was someone who was so obsessed with Barry. He ended up kind of wanting to be as good as the Flash, but Barry appeared in the 25th century, found out that Eobard Thawne was actually putting people in danger. So he put people in danger so he could later save them. Barry then took justice to Eobard Thawne, who then later became the curator of the Flash Museum as he had become rehabilitated. Now, he had expected that, well, he would be the sidekick of the Flash after he'd been rehabilitated. He went back in time to only find that Barry had the original Wally West. And now he thought he was betrayed. This led to him to plot the downfall of Barry Allen. And, well, this is what happens next. He had a legendary fight with Barry recently in the comics. So that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.